We're comparing the Art of Animation versus the Pop Century Resort today. Which one's better? Let's get started.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Fiero. I'm Andy.
I'm Liz.
Guys, we're here to share our fun, love, and passion for all things Disney with you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us today. If you're brand new to our channel, please consider subscribing for Disney content every single day.
If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up and a share. So we did do a comparison for pricing information 6 months out in the future, because that gives us plenty of time as they're kind of the lowest rates available.
Yeah.
And we totally did a non-holiday week.
Yeah.
Okay. And just for a comparison point, are the All-Stars, they start off at about $126 a night at that around that time. And then you're gonna add $40 a night for Pop. You're gonna add $62 a night to that price point for the Art of Animation Resort.
Yeah.
We did a search online, and it's about 260 square feet for the All-Stars for Pop and Art of Animation too.
Right.
The suites, they're 520 to 565 square feet at the Art of Animation, so those are a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and those are only at Art of Animation.
Correct.
So, I mean, really going from Pop Century to Art of Animation just for a standard hotel room, they're $22 more.
The Art of Animation has the Big Blue Pool, which is the largest pool at the Walt Disney World Resort. I thought that was really super cool.
It's a fun looking pool too.
Really,
It really is. It's very
Finding
themed.
Nemo and
Yes.
Friends. It's very well themed. It is a great pool, and yeah, it just looks like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, but that Hippy Dippy pool over at Pop Century
It's water jets.
Yeah, it does, and it's super, super nice.
At the Art of Animation, you got the landscape of flavors, and there are 5 distinctive food shops in there for you to choose from.
Yummy. So now over at Pop Century, you have everything Pop, Shop, and Dining, which is also going to have the 7 areas as well to be able to go around and choose the food that you guys want to eat, which is really nice. So that way you do have a selection. It's not just, hamburgers, hot dogs, that type of thing. You can actually, have some, and we have had some really delicious meals at these resorts.
Allergy friendly, that's not a problem either.
Correct.
Art of Animation is a pet friendly, a dog friendly accommodations. Yeah. So you can pay a fee, and you're gonna have 2 dogs per room. That is not the case at Pop Century.
Now both resorts, both Pop Century and Art of Animation, are going to all have bus transportation, gondola transportation. They're gonna have movies under the stars. They're gonna have arcades, which also have massage chairs. You're welcome if you didn't know that, because you're gonna need it after a long day of walking, so which is nice to have. They also have jogging
Trails, they do. Complimentary Wi-Fi. They've got you an ATM if you need one, currency exchange. They've even got mail services. So if you've already, pre-stamped your mail, you can just give it to them and they'll mail it right off for you.
So guys, here are our thoughts, right? And this is pertaining to the Art of Animation to start with here. If you have a larger family and you want everybody to kind of stay in one room, one area, right? Then we would definitely, without a doubt, recommend the Art of Animation suites. They have the Lion King suites, they have the Finding Nemo suites, they have the Cars suites. Very, very nice and very spacious. So, and you have the ability, it sleeps up to 6 adults total, but in one area, there's actually a whole bedroom that you can close off. It has its own bathroom.
It's a nice big bathroom too.
Yeah, and it has a nice big bathroom. It's got its own TV, dressers, all of that. And then you have the other main living area that will sleep up to 4 adults, and it has a kitchenette and a microwave, which is really nice.
Yeah, and a lot of actually space to store your food.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really super cool.
A lot of space, period, just to store a lot of
of
luggage, a lot of clothes, whatever, knickknacks, stuff that you get at the parks. A lot of places to just put stuff away.
Yeah, lots of cubbies. So the Pop, you can do 2 adjoining rooms. All right. And the Art of Animation, those suites are 520 to 565 square feet. So if you're going to smack 2 Pop rooms together, it's going to be 520 square feet. You don't get that one private bedroom. So you would have 4 people in one room and 4 people in the other. So you would have possibly 4 people sharing that one bathroom. But the Pop Century does have a lot of storage. So you've got cubbies all around the beds. You got USB ports. There's a dresser. That you can, barn doors. You can shut off the bathroom. But then there are cubbies in the bathroom. So it just has a lot of usable space and usable storage. for 4 people in that room, it's not hideously cramped. And the neat thing about the Pop is that you have those Murphy beds.
Yeah.
So they're, when it's just a table, you're great, and then you can pull it down into a bed. So you don't have the 2 beds always taking up that floor space. So that's kind of cool too.
We even talked about these rooms specifically, right? So the adjoining, and it's perfect for the situation of you have your family and maybe your children are bringing friends along, and so this way they can have their own room that still adjoins. Mom and dad can still check in from time to time, make sure everybody's fine. They can come in if they need to, but it allows you guys that privacy set aside from the kiddos. The other nice thing about it too is if maybe you got grandparents and a couple of the older kids in that room, you still want that to be adjoining, but maybe mom and dad have the younger toddler or baby that needs to be looked at and wants to have that space to be able to cut off. I think it's a perfect match for that. If you're not wanting to all be together.
Right, but if you're also 2 families of 4 who are traveling together, maybe relatives, whatever, then that does give you kind of your own space, but you still have that adjoining room to kind of, that door to kind of be able to go in and out. And for price point comparison, for these prices, y'all, 2 of those Pop Centuries would be $332 a night, whereas the suites over at Art of Animation are going to start $412 if you don't choose the area that you're going to be in, $427 if it's a Lion King or the Car Suite, and $449 if it's the Finding Nemo. So that's a premium one.
Yeah.
So for
it's right in front of the lobby.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like right
and
there.
And you're next to the big blue pool, so you can't get much better than that, right?
Right.
But so there is a little bit of a price point difference there. So that's just kind of one of those things to think about too.
Now, for both resorts, the amenities and the food, they're quite similar. There really is not much of a difference.
It's all quick service.
It's all quick service. The gift shops, very much the same. And as far as the amenities around the resort, pretty similar. I know that, each resort offers something that's more, kind of customized to its resort, to its theming, but very much kind of the same ideas.
Right,
there.
And you can go to both resorts have marketplaces. You can go grab food to go. You can take beer and wine with you to have back at your room as well, as sodas, all that good stuff. So you can really get the same caliber of food because it is all quick service or just grab and go. You don't have a sit-down dining experience at either resort.
Right. Now you are on the gondola line, so if you wanted to take that to like the Caribbean Beach Resort or the Riviera,
or even the Boardwalk, where you suddenly have a lot more options as far as dining goes. Yeah. Hey, that's a really valid.
So those are
let's go.
Very accessible.
Yes.
Now let's talk about actual space, right? The amount of space in these rooms. Now, each of the rooms, the hotel rooms, are going to be 260 square feet. And that means that Art of Animation, the only area that has the regular kind of standard room is going to be the Little Mermaid section.
Yeah.
260 square feet there is much like the old All-Star resort rooms, to where they're not refurbed yet or anything like that. Kind of the old school, not a lot of USB plugins, that type of thing. However, over at Pop Century, you've got the same amount of square footage in the room, but there's way more, just better use of space. So you're gonna have an area where the fridge is, and above that to actually put up food items and those types of things. And then the dresser actually has way more storage for clothes because it's not holding a fridge. And then also there's way more USB ports.
And cubbies around the bed. And plus, so when you walk into the aerial room, in our room, all right, over to the left, there was the table, and then you have the dresser with the TV on it. And Pop Century, they really make use of that space because one of the beds is a Murphy bed.
Yes.
So it's a table half the time, and then you pull it down for a bed at night, and then you put it back up when you're done, in the morning. So it really does make the room just feel way more spacious. And then you've got, like Andy said, you've got all the cubbies around the bed, you've got the USB ports.
And in the bathroom, more cubbies.
And in the bathroom, there are more cubbies, and there are cubbies just in general, there's just more places to stick your stuff.
Yeah, and I think as far as just the room overall at the Pop Century, that is just, it's a more upgraded look. They have the barn door that slides instead of a curtain, like a shower curtain, between the living area and the bathroom area. I like that. The All-Star resorts are starting to refurb in that area in that kind of way as well, really like nice. All-Star Music has.
It's already been done, yeah.
Yep. And so I think that as far as the use of space at the Little Mermaid area, I think they could have done a better job, or think that they still can do a better job to update that room. Those are my thoughts on that.
Absolutely. It just hasn't been renovated or refurbished in quite a while, like the Pop has already been, and like the All-Stars are all, movies has already been done, but all the other All-Stars are about to get refurbished as well, so that living space is going to be way more efficient and economical.
Yeah, and you're going to have that same kind of space all the way through your value resort. So you're going to have your All-Stars, your Pop, and your Art of Animation. Hopefully Art of Animation if they update the aerial room, but definitely between Pop and all your All-Stars, it's going to be really nice once they get all of that done.
It will be, because I will admit that All-Stars are value, Pop is value, Art of Animation is value. So they're all value resorts, but my expectation for the Art of Animation was that room was going to feel bigger or be a little bit bigger. Because it's such a dramatic change when you go from the All-Star to Pop, where it has been renovated, and it's like, wow, this is great. I mean, it's very sleek and modern and everything you need. So convenient. We all need all those USB ports. And so I was really like, I was taken aback that the aerial room was just, it felt so old.
Especially since you're paying more. So you're paying more, yet getting less.
Because remember, Pop is $40 more on our comparison than the All-Stars, and Art of Animation is $62 more.
And I only say that for the aerial room, or for the Little Mermaid rooms. For the rest of the resort, I feel it's
phenomenal.
The suites are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, just have your
what a great upgrade if you're going from like a value resort such as the All-Stars or Pop Century. It is definitely a step up for those suites.
It is, and there's so much room, and they're really super cute. They're really well themed. That kitchenette area, it makes it worth it.
It does.
Just to be able to, hey man, we're going to have breakfast here, and we're going to save a little bit of money there because there's no need. Let's just get everybody happy and eating, and then let's get out the door and kind of cruise on our way.
But if Little Mermaid is like your kid's favorite
then maybe it's
movie, or if it's yours, it might be worth that extra $22 per night.
For one night.
Yeah, per one night, $22 extra. But it might not be, and so that's why I say, hey, if you're just needing that hotel room and not a suite,
maybe that's the way to go. And we do love the gondola line. Both Pop and Animation are on the gondola line. That makes it super easy to get to Hollywood Studios. It makes it super easy to get to Epcot and to the boardwalk. So that way, if you are doing maybe a resort tours and things like that, or you're just eating over there in that area, man, that's a no-brainer. It's way easy. And in the summer, or anytime there's thunderstorms or lightning, the gondola system shuts down for your protection. So we were there in June of this year, and every night we weren't able to take the gondolas back to our resort. Now, on the nights that we weren't at Hollywood Studios and Epcot, we would have been able to. But it rained on the nights that we were both of those resorts.
But it's really nice. It's a great convenience, especially in the morning when you're trying to get to the parks. So I do recommend it for that.
Man, those lines go bam, bam, bam. Usually Hollywood Studios and Epcot aren't opening at the same time, so you don't have that convergence of so many people. And it's just a really neat way to get to the park.
However, if Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom are more of your go-to places and not Epcot or Hollywood Studios, maybe just an All-Star resort is going to work better for you. And with the All-Star Musics having all the refurbished rooms, might even be the best option for you.
For the extra $40 a night for the Pop, for the gondola, for the convenience of the USB ports and the cubbies, I vote Pop.
Yeah, and I do too. So I mean, if you're wondering what we think, however, I really, really enjoy the suites. If you have a bigger group,
bigger family,
if you just want more room.
But if you're also doing the kitchen,
the Art of Animation,
and you've got your food, and you're really you're like going to be at your resort. Because we usually leave the resort by and then we park all day and then we're falling into bed at night. But if you're doing a resort stay, the suites are the way to go.
So guys, those are our thoughts. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments if you stayed at either one of these resorts. But I hope it really does help you guys figure out maybe which one, if you were on the fence, maybe which one's going to better suit your
family
needs
and your needs.
Yes, absolutely. So if you will give this video a big thumbs up and share it.
Let's go ahead and ding that notifications bell. That way you're going to know every time we go live or we put up a video or a short. And guys, smash the subscribe button. Just smash it.
And until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.